What's going on, guys? KJ here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be ranking the top 25 commanders from EDHrec.com on a tier list from worst to best. Remember, all of these are my own opinion, which is not always the best, but I feel like I have a decent sense of judgment, so if you disagree, let me know in the comments, but please be gentle. First, we have Atraxa. She's not only one of the most popular commanders, but she's also one of the best, which is why she will be getting an S tier. There is no reason for her effect to be so strong for just 4 mana. Next, we have Miram Sentinel Worm. This is one of those commanders that feels like it should cost more than it does. You play a dragon, you get a free non-legendary copy. That snowballs really fast, especially in a color combination that ramps easily and has access to a bunch of support pieces. Miram is easily an S tier commander. It's strong, it's fun, and it gets out of hand if left alone. Then there's Nekuzar the Mindraiser. If you've ever wanted to punish your opponents for drawing cards, this is the guy for you. It's a little gimmicky, but the wheel strategy is real, and Nekuzar can easily close out games with cards like Windfall or Wheel of Fortune. For now though, I'll put him in B tier. He's not as flexible as some of the others on the list, but in the right build, he is brutal. Now we've got the Dragon. Even before you cast it, the Eminence ability puts in work by reducing the cost of your dragon. Once it's on the field, you're drawing cards and dropping more dragons for free. It's a powerhouse in tribal decks, especially for newer players who want something big and flashy and have the money to pay for it. I'm giving the Dragon an S tier. Next is Yuriko, the Tiger Shadow. This one is a bit of a menace. You cheat her into play, stack the top of your deck, and suddenly you're dealing with massive damage every turn while drawing cards. It's efficient, it's low to the ground, and it's really hard to stop once it gets going, but it's not for everybody. I'm going to give Yuriko an A tier. Easy to build, but hard to deal with. Up next is Zuladak Void Gorger. It's a fun one if you like chaos. Double cascade on colorless spells makes for some wild turns, but it can be inconsistent. It's the kind of deck that either pops off or does nothing. Actually, I'll put Zuladak in D tier for now. He's not bad, but it relies on a specific shell that can be clunky without support. Now we have Joda the Unifier. If you're into legendary tribal, this is your guy. Every legendary spell gives your board more power and potentially cast more legends for free. 5 color gives it insane flexibility. Definitely an A tier for the synergy, fun factor, and just how explosive it can be. Next is Gaida, Fawn of Hope. I hope I said that right. She's simple, strong, and efficient, but Angel Tribal can get expensive. Gaida helps you ramp and scale at the same time. She makes Angels feel playable even in mono white. For what she offers at 2 mana, she earns a B tier. Then there's Krenko, Mob Boss. This goblin gets out of control fast. If you untap with him and he survives a rotation, you're probably winning at this point. He's fragile, but in a deck that protects him or gives him haste, he creates absurd pressure. I'll give Krenko an A tier. Now we've got Lathril, Blade of Elves. Another strong tribal commander. She does generate elf tokens and turns them into life drain. She's very linear, but super effective. I'm putting Lathril in a solid B tier. Nothing flashy, but she's reliable and super strong. Now we have Edgar Markov. Eminence once again, and this time with vampires. Edgar rewards you for just playing creatures by giving you more creatures, and it snowballs really fast. In aggressive metas, Edgar is an absolute monster. That is an easy S tier. Asika, God of the Tree. She's weird because she's really like 2 commanders in one. Most people just play her for the prismatic bridge on the backside, cheating out huge threats every turn. It's powerful, but also a little bit predictable. I'll put her in B tier. Now we've got Hawkbull of the Surging Soul. It cares about tokens and benefits heavily from wide boards. It has potential, but it's not as proven as the other ones. I'll give Hawkbull a solid B for now, though that could rise with time depending on future releases. Next is Pantlaza Sun Favored. This card is a neat idea, and Pantlaza can generate solid value if you build primarily just around it. It's a little more niche, so I'm putting it in the C tier just because it doesn't have a ton of versatility. Then there's Gisheth, Sun's avatar. This is a classic dinosaur tribal commander. If you get to hit with Gisheth, you basically double your board. It's fun and flavorful, but very expensive and pretty removal prone. I'll give it a B tier for now. Now we have Frodo, Adventurous Hobbit, a life gain commander with a built-in win con. If you can protect him and gain life consistently, he gets scary. Still, it does still need a pretty specific shell. I'll put Frodo in B tier. Next we have Aragorn the Uniter. He does a lot. Every color gives you a separate trigger and they all work well together. He's flexible, powerful, and has some strong synergy potential. He is an easy A tier. Now we have Sauron the Dark Lord. If you like amassing armies and creating chaos, Sauron fits that perfectly. He's not the fastest, but once he hits the board, things start spiraling. I'll give Sauron a B tier. Now we have Yulalek, Fused Atrocity. Double triggers on colorless spells open up some strange but super powerful interactions, but like Zuladak, it can feel swingy. I'll actually put him in the C tier. Then we have Chatterfang, Squirrel General. This one is sneaky powerful and I'm sure you've heard of him. It turns any token production into squirrels, and those squirrels can be used for all kinds of value. It's not really just a meme deck anymore. Chatterfang is easily an A tier, but because of recent releases, I'll put him in an S tier. Kalia of the Vast, still one of the best cheat commanders. If she does connect, you are dropping angels, demons, and dragons for free. She is fragile, but incredibly explosive. That's going to be another S tier for me. Now we have Wilhelt, the Rock Cleaver. This is just zombie tribal with extra steps, with built-in recursion and card draw. The decayed tokens are better than they look, and he keeps your board full. I think it's a solid B tier. Next is Ishin, Two Heavens is One. He doubles attack triggers, and that can get out of control fast, especially with cards like Myriad or creatures that generate tokens when they swing. Ishin earns, I would say, an A tier. Then we have the Wise Mothman. The unhinged name aside, this is a really interesting commander. It plays with the top of your deck and makes your opponents make tough choices. Not the most tuned, but very fun as long as you don't care that your friends will hate you. I'll give Mothman a C tier. And finally, we've got Kenrith the Returned King, one of the most flexible commanders ever printed. It's group hug, combo, politics, mid-range, you name it. Kenrith can pretty much do anything you want. I think this is an S tier without a question, and probably for personal bias because it's one of my favorites. But that's going to be my final tier list. You can take a look and tell me what you think. If you like it, leave a like down below and subscribe and comment what you would change. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.